he's got the gift of speed. And I'm so glad that he's got the gift of speed because, boy, sometimes we got to get out of that church cliche saying, brother or sister, I'm praying for you. No, you got the gift of speed. I need you to come pray with me. So I need some people in my life who's going to show up when I need them. I don't need a phone call saying you're praying for me. I'm sick and I'm tired and I'm done. I'm depressed. I can't pray for myself. I need you to show up and pray for me. So I need you to turn around and ask your neighbor, say, neighbor, will you pray for me if I'm down? Get that other neighbor and ask him, say, neighbor, will you show up and pray for me when I can't pray for myself? Oh, Lord, I told you I felt like it this morning. But not only did he have the gift of vision and the gift of speed, but he also had the gift of flight. The gift of flight. He can fly over. Because see, Superman didn't do, he ran a little bit, but he didn't do too much running. Flight was his mode of transportation, how he would get there. But I noticed that when Superman would be in the air, he would be in the air, and then he would look in and fly in once he saw it as he was in the air. So what does the gift of flight have to do with anything? And I'm tired of seeing to his sight. Well, sometimes the higher you go, you can look at things and see it from a different perspective. So I'm so glad that God sits high, but he looks down low. Because when I'm sitting down low, it looks different to me. But as he's sitting up high, he sees me as an overcomer. He sees me as victorious. He sees me as healed. Superman flies over the top so he can see your situation from a different perspective. And the reason why he really hasn't pulled you out yet is because you're starting to make progress and he can keep his hands off of it. He's not going to come down out of the sky until it seems like you're losing the battle. So whoever in here today, you may think that you're losing the battle, but the reason why God hasn't intervened in your situation because you're doing better than what you think. Amen. Woo, Lord have mercy. That's good right there. That's good right there. So the higher you get over a situation, the different perspective you get. Why? Because the view changes. So I need some people around me that's going to help me to go up. Somebody say, go up. I don't need to stay. Look here, if we friends and we homeboys and we've been down since day one, you got to help me get better and I'm going to help you get better. But we got to go up instead of going down. I've been down long enough. I need to have some mountaintop experiences, but I need some friends to go with me. And I need some friends when they get there to reach down and pull me up with them. Woo! Well, we're going to get to the text in just a minute. But that was when they started out in 1973. But then about 1979, 1980, they introduced two new characters to the scene, Lauren. And I think everybody remembers them. They were two goofy-looking twins, Jan and Zayna. They called them the Wonder Twins. Y'all might as well loosen up because y'all going to have to help me preach right through here. But the Wonder Twins had the gift of transformation. I see some of y'all smiling at me right now because y'all believe and y'all seen them in action. Y'all know the Wonder Twins, when a situation would arise that they couldn't handle, what they would do is they would touch and agree and say in the form of this and in the form of that, and they would say Wonder Twin power activate. So what I need you right now, I need you to help me right now. I need you to get with a neighbor and touch and agree with them, say in the form of money and in the form of healing, Wonder Twin power activate. Come on, you need to touch somebody and get with them. Come on, tell them what you need. Come on, tell them what you need. Say Wonder Twin power activate. Come on. Now the neighbor that you just touched, that they didn't look excited, get up and go find you somebody else and touch and agree with them. Wonder Twin power activate. I see deliverance in the air. Wonder Twin power activate. I see healing in the air. Wonder Twin power activate. I see prosperity in the air. Wonder Twin power activate. I feel breakthrough in the air. Wonder Twin power activate. I feel the anointing in the air. Wonder Twin power activate. Y'all remember said in the Bible where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, touching and agreeing, there will I be in the midst of them all. So it don't take a whole bunch of people, but all you need to do is get with the people that you with, get on the same page. Wonder Twin power activate. to the text in just a minute. They had this monkey named Gleek, and Gleek served as a conduit for him. Meaning, sometimes the Wonder Twins would find themselves in situations and they couldn't get to each other. This is why you got to have more than one friend. I'm going to use my wife and Ray, for example. They the Wonder Twins. They locked up. They can't get to each other. Well, the monkey never got locked up. So what the monkey would do, he would come over here and touch with her, and she would say what she needed. Then the monkey would make himself come over here. Wonder Twin power activate. So you can have somebody in Los Angeles, California, but as long as you got somebody going in between, I can agree with you. Wonder Twin power activate. Say that with me. Say activate. I don't know why y'all did it. My mind up in here. Yes, sir. Well, the Wonder Twins, they had one more. And I think most ladies got this, but the Wonder Twins were also telepathic. In other words, I can be in Los Angeles, California, and my wife could be in Brooklyn, New York. And as soon as she feels or senses danger in my life, she automatically knew, pick up the phone, look here, I don't know what you're doing, but don't do it, you in trouble. I think that's what they call discernment. That's a mother's gift. The reason men why our mamas be praying for us because something done dropped down in their spirit. Your son is in trouble. Pick up the phone and call him and tell him to stay away from where he at.
Amen. Amen.
I think we've all been there before. Okay, let me give it to you like this. And I think all the mothers here get this. Your kid can be playing down at the playground 2 or 3 blocks away. Then they fell down and scraped their knee and they start crying. Now you got cars riding. All these people talking about how can a mother discern when it's her child crying and she coming out the house. I think that's a woman's gift right there. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Once again, with this that gift right there, the mothers was on the way. And then we already said it, but I don't need that old church cliche. I'm praying for you, but I need a friend that's going to be like Diana Ross and the Supremes. When I'm down, come see about me. Tell your neighbor, come see about me. Don't tell your friend and family my business. Come see about me and see what's going on. But okay, I done made my way to the text. But in our text, we also find some super friends that fit the same criteria. Mark chapter 2. Starting at verse 1, we find these friends carrying their friend who is sick with palsy. Palsy meaning he's paralyzed and can't move. But at the same time, although he can't move, when you have palsy, you have involuntary muscle spasms. Now watch this. You can't move because you're paralyzed, but you have an involuntary muscle spasm which is causing you to shake, and you don't have control of yourself. It's one thing for me to shake and I can kind of control it, but it's another thing to shake and I can't do nothing about it. And the reason why he was having these shaking spasms and he was paralyzed is because his neurotransmitters in his mind, they weren't connected. So in other words, he was getting bad signals. Why? Because he was disconnected. I'm about to drop something heavy on you. Whenever you're disconnected from Christ, you're getting bad signals. Yeah, you might be moving, but you're paralyzed. Why? Because you're disconnected. So these friends, I don't know how many of them it was, but they wanted the best for their friend. So he's lying on the mat, and these friends, they go by and pick him up. I don't know how long. It says he was born of 4, but all that means is none of his limbs moved. He didn't have activity of them, but it doesn't give us the time of how long he was paralyzed. So somewhere down the line, his friends had a conversation like, look here, man, we can't leave him like this. And sometimes, when we got friends, and you got a situation that they can handle, they just go the other way and leave you alone. But his friends wanted the best for him, super friends. If you got a super friend, your super friend, they want the best for you. They're not going to leave you down and out when you can't do nothing for yourself. I think I'm talking to somebody right now. So now, here's what they